You for this lovely evening. As we are setting it up, and sorry for the delay, you can blame it on the rains this evening. And we are all going to start this exciting conversation very soon. So we would request all of you to grab your drink and take your seat and give us a couple of minutes as we settle down. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you. And thanks for gracing the rain and coming and joining us in the evening right on time. And we also want to extend our warm welcome to all our 21 hotels who have logged in to watch this live, and our colleagues from the corporate office and all the regional offices we have. A warm welcome to you as well. So we bring you another exciting edition of GReaT Conversation. This is GReaT Hotels and Resorts Asset, where we invite leaders and we exchange ideas, we talk about trends. So we are super excited to bring today the next edition here in Bangalore. And as we celebrate all our successful Great Trails hotels, we thought we'll add some value which you can take back home to have this conversation. And we have got some very exciting topics which are going to be discussed with our distinguished guests this evening. And without much delay, I would like to call first my colleague Shubhangi. So she is our Vice President Sales and Marketing. Give her a big hand. Shubhangi comes with 3 decades of rich experience in the hoteliering. Having started with operations, I can say she's ace sales and marketing. So a very warm welcome to Shubhangi, and Shubhangi is going to steer this evening. And we are very excited to present all ladies, conversations this evening. So it's going to be really power packed. And so next, I would like to call and welcome. Loveleen. Loveleen doesn't need any introduction to the audience who's present here. To our colleagues, a quick introduction about Loveleen. She has diversified experience in hotel and travel industry, having worked in leading hotel chains like Taj Mahal Hotels and Imperial in New Delhi. She moved back to South with as heading Constantines, and she co-founded Panache in 2001. And as they say, rest is history. She's diligently reinvented herself over the years, and she's adapted the fast-changing the corporate and the leisure world. And she is one of the most distinguished speakers and faces of the travel trade in the city and in India as well. And she is often seen in luxury travel industry cutting-edge events. And she's recognized by several global networks like Traveler Made and Premium Luxury Travel Advisor in India today. So please give her a very warm welcome. Thank you, Loveleen. Next, we would like to call upon and introduce another very distinguished face in the travel trade, Miss Ranjini Nambiar. Ranjini, please welcome her. Ranjini, again, doesn't need any introduction. She is the past national president of SCOL International between 2018 and 2022. She is the CEO of Footloose Yatra, which curates very exciting tailor-made itineraries. And something personal about her is, I don't know if you know about, and otherwise I'm announcing this today. She was placed among the top 8 finalists of MasterChef India. Did you all know about it? Okay. So that's Ranjini's other side. Apart from the culinary yatra, so she is a very avid traveler, and apart from very heavily leading the Footloose Yatra, which she owns and operates, and curating tailor-made itineraries for all the travelers. So now we call upon please come. Anu Shinoj is the general manager for this hotel. And so please give her a warm welcome. Anu comes with 20 years of rich experience. She was earlier our general manager at the beautiful Great Trails Wayanad, and now she's taken over recently. So please give her not only a warm welcome, and we need all your support to make this hotel even more successful. She's already breaking a lot of records. So that's the, as we say, and the leaders in conversation. So without much delay, I would like to hand over this mic to Shubhangi to take you through the rest of the evening. Once again, thank you for coming, and stay tuned for this very exciting another edition of GReaT Conversations in Bangalore. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, G, for that lovely introduction. And of course, the credit goes to you for putting this event together. So, not delaying too much, this evening is just to understand what is the difference now in travel trade, because it has really emerged. And I think today travelers, what we saw about few years back, they do not seek the same kind of experience anymore. So I probably would like to put this question to Loveleen first. That what do you actually see now, being leisure travel trends post pandemic, and after a couple of years, do you still see a lot of changes?
So, as we all have seen in the industry, a lot of change came after the COVID time. Earlier, people were more satisfied with whatever we would give them. They didn't question our choices so much. But after COVID, especially, they all have sort of one, they have decided, okay, this is my life, I'm going to live it. I'm going to put all my money into a lot of my money into travel. There's no point in saving it up because anything can happen at any time. So when they are living it up, they want everything to be perfect. And everyone has now started thinking as a personality. Nobody is now like, okay, one family into two, into four, two kids, two parents are coming. No. Are they foodies? Are they runners? Are they sports people? Are they wellness freaks? Everybody wants to identify and have that persona on social media as well. So they want to tell people, look, I'm a foodie, I wanted to go here. So if you are, as a hotel or as a travel company, are not catering to this side of travelers, that I feel is like the biggest change that has come, and they have become very aware of these things.
I think well spoken, lovely, and I think you've taken all the words what I had to say. But anyway, I think there's been another shift as well, as she said, taking from what Loveleen said, focusing on yourself. I think again, wellness has become also another important aspect in everybody's life. Suddenly, everybody started thinking about self-love, wellness, and experience driven. As she said, that everybody started thinking about some experiences in each location. Earlier it was there, but I think it became more into focusing on what each person wanted. So I think wellness became more important, and also I think people wanted to take it on a slow pace of travel. Earlier, if you had an Europe itinerary, people would do 7 days in 7 different countries. But now I think people are looking at focusing on one destination, taking it slow, and understanding the destination much better. And people are not in a hurry to finish on ticking off each particular location or each particular country, different countries in one trip. So that's something which is very nice, I feel. The slow travel is taken a big way as well. Yeah. I'll throw this question to Anu. Uh, would you like to share some experiences, how we have changed as GRT Hotels post pandemic, and what kind of experiences do we really look at when a customer or a guest walks into the hotel or a resort? I think when we speak about experiences, I think I'll be so happy to share what are we doing or what is the customer expectations. As both of you have said, the expectations of the guest has changed after the pandemic. They are more into, like, they want to have experiences. They are more into wellness, all this. So as GRD hotels, we do a lot of experiences to our guests. Right from the time of check-in till their departure, we curate a lot of experiences for them. For example, if you take Radisson Bengaluru city center, even the small things what we do, we keep the almonds in the room, which is the next day morning. Most of them are focused on their health now, so that creates another experience. We also keep like things like soaked, what food to be soaked in the water. We do turn down services. So it is like customized also, and it is based on their preference. We used to take their preferences, the guest preferences, and then we create based on their preference. Like we have like pillow menus based on their preference. We curate that experience, and evening we have a turn down service where we keep the hot chocolates and what is the fragrance they like. Based on that, we keep the fragrances in the rooms. So that all creates memories and experiences. So after the pandemic, basically, they all want to have the memorable holiday and the great experiences. And we are one of the leading in creating experiences. Thank you so much. I think you've covered quite a bit what we do now. Another question that I would like to ask is how much does social media influence a traveler today? Probably is it more with the youngsters or little mid-aged travelers? Anyone?
So social media does a lot in different segments. There is a segment of people who are heavily influenced by social media. It becomes an aspiration that if so and so is sitting in a tub full of flowers in Bali, then I also want to sit in a tub full of flowers in Bali. And we've got a whole lot of places like in Maldives. Some of the hotels now have Instagram butlers. So the butlers are only trained to go and shoot pictures which are very Instagrammable. You can book the Instagram butler for 2 hours and he will tell you this is the best spot. In sunset time you come here, morning time you come here. Please wear white and come, or please wear blue and come. And then he takes pictures. So that is a power of social media. Now it is up to you as a hotel or as a travel company or as an influencer how you want to use this. There is a segment which is slightly immune to this. The top layer of luxury people, neither are their peers on social media nor are they on social media. They cannot be swayed by celebrities because everyone has become so individual. So sometimes, I will not name that resort, again a Maldives example, it became so prominent on social media that people said everyone who wants to go free goes to that resort. Because they host so many influencers, so we don't want to go to that resort. So things like that also happen. So cannot say.
I would, I would take a cue on that and say that social media does influence. In fact, I feel with all the celebrities, if you watch, most of them are hosted in most of the resorts worldwide. And I feel that, yes, to a certain level, not as the top end customer, but there is a middle level, the youngster level. I wouldn't call it even the youngster level. I would say that in the range of 40 to 35 up to 45 people, age group category, which would love to see, to be seen, and would love to go to those resorts which are focused, driven on social media and where the celebrities are going. So I think that there is a shift in that as well. People do come with us with requests saying that, we would love to go to this destination because the movie was shot there, and we've seen movies, so movies also influence a lot of people. So other than the social media, you will find movies. So therefore, you will find a lot of movie shoots these days are, they give a lot of, locations basically for location scouting, and also if you find people. What's the right word? There are recce's which are done by the film, the specialist of the region, and they come and invite the producers to go and recce the region, and so that the location becomes familiar for the people. So I guess it does influence a lot post-pandemic for sure. After people, having a lot of screen time, I think it's definitely influenced a lot. That's my take on it. I think I also totally agree to what both of them have said, because social media, a couple of areas they have covered. Even if we take for a normal customer who comes to a hotel or a resort, they go to their website, our website they go through, and the website has to be updated, and everybody checks the website, they check. And they also go to the online reviews, like TripAdvisor, Google reviews, that all still plays an important role. I think the first thing when we go to a TripAdvisor, I don't think we are going to a positive review. In first click, is there a negative review for that hotel? That is how we check. So I still feel that social media has a major role to play in especially in our industry. I hope that. Now, I would also like to understand there are a lot of women travelers now. Suddenly, we are seeing a lot of women traveling together, and they like to do all women trips. And what do they actually look at? How do they choose their hotels, and what kind of destinations they prefer?
Okay, so earlier we used to only have bachelor parties, but now the hen parties, the girls getaway, the girly getaways, they have become very popular. Yes, I would say the number one thing that they keep in mind is safety. How safe it is for them to step out for a nightclub, because obviously they're not going there to just kind of have lunches and come back. So they want to party, they want to do it, and especially in India, we've all grown up with such an open society that we would like to go to a place where where people don't look at us funny if we are all stepping out as a girl gang to go night clubbing or at lunches or have a pool party, etc. So I think safety is definitely number one. A combination of budget, good hotels, good nightlife, good food, and good experiences. Because everybody, especially the women travelers, and let's divide the women travelers into solo travel. And when I say solo, it could be one or two people actually on a cultural discovery, or it could be a bunch of girls specifically to have fun, what we call girly getaways. Um, and a lot of mother-daughter things happening these days, mother-baby trips happening, mother-daughter-in-law trips happening these days, example of yours. So there are different examples, but I think safety plays a very good, a major role, and the reason to travel, of course, plays a very major role. If you're going just to wellness is a very good example of where we see a lot of girly trips happening together, a lot of spas and a lot of wellness things. They enjoy that experience together. So as far as we are concerned, we get a lot of requests for Dubai. We get a lot of requests for Thailand, like the high-end resorts in Phuket do very well. Oman does very well. Ladakh and driving trips in Ladakh do very well. Sri Lanka can do very well. So it really depends on Maldives also does well. So I think everybody has become very unapologetic about traveling without their spouses. Earlier, vacations were always about me, my spouse, my children. Now it's about me, my friends, myself. So that is what happens, and that's a shift that I see.
With that, I think I had a very funny request from a customer. This was 2 months back, and this is the first time I got it. And it was a divorce getaway. And I was like, really? Hens party I've done, but this is the first time. And the lady, obviously, she must have got a lot of alimony, so obviously she got a lot of money. So she wanted to take a bunch of her friends, probably 6 of them, wanted to go to a very high-end hotel in Maldives and have a getaway. And she said, I just want to get away with my 6 of my friends. And I found it like, that's good. And earlier it used to be clothes are matching. Nowadays, everything from you have to match their wardrobe, they have to get the same wardrobe, they have to get or something common. And now it's not about all packing the wedding trousseau and the wedding gifts giveaways. Now it's any girl trips also means that they need kind of clothes similar attire to take. So I guess it's taking a different holidays with girls are taking a different meaning altogether. Yeah, just to add to Ranjini, because I have a small group of about 9 or 10 women friends, and we all worked in the Taj for 35 years, and we've carried. But about 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, we never thought of traveling together. We used to probably meet, have a cup of tea or lunch or something like that. But now, every year we take a trip, every year, and we look forward to this trip so much. And it actually brings you together, and then you have no worries, no husbands, no children, nobody, you're just yourselves, and with your friends, you can really be yourself. You don't have anybody who will judge you or, who are going to make some comments. I think It's a very good way of actually getting away, and I really enjoy it. Just one client over here who actually loves to do it a lot. I don't know if Anu's will say the same.
I think nowadays the trend is also changing the same. Like girls trips are more, and the first thing I think everybody will be looking on the safety, and then depend upon the what type of crowd we are. So some of them will be like enjoying, just relaxing crowd is there, going to swim, all type of people are there. So based on that, they'll be choosing the destination. But for sure, the first priority will be always for the safety purpose. And I think even we also had a ladies trip, which was a very fun, and we were like just relaxing and all from the stress tensions. We want to just relax. That's what, and we want all our me times. So that's what it was. And the first priority is always for the safety.
Okay, another question and something that we would like to know. Everybody's talking about sustainability today, no? Everybody wants to do everything that is sustainable, and every hotel, everybody's trying to do this, and whatever bit they're able to play and save the environment today for a better tomorrow. So, do clients really look at this as an aspect to choose hotels or otherwise?
I think it is more than the clients. I think it's personally as a travel agent. I'm very focused on sustainable travel. So I try in our kit when we give, I always have at least a tip of at least 10 pointers what they need to do to be local, to embrace the local culture. I've always noticed that travelers, I think it's always good to educate a traveler. It's not easy, but you can do some parts of it by informing them. A lot of people come to us and say that what to eat locally, and I always say that you should embrace and be respectful about the place you're traveling to. So clients per se, I've very, if you ask me, I would say a 10% of it asks for a sustainable travel hotel part of it. But I would say, I think as a travel agent or as a travel person curating a holiday, I feel very strongly about sustainable travel. So I feel that we should be the one who should be taking that interest in educating them and trying to see that whether they these are the I always say that this hotel does these kind of things. Would you like to go into? Would you like to choose this hotel because they take these initiatives for a cleaner world? That's what I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, can I? Okay, because the last time I said something, the whole hall was against me. So I was, much as this is the need of the hour, sustainability, how many clients are willing to pay extra for it? If you really think of it, and if I say, okay, this is resort A and this is resort B, resort A does nothing, it doesn't respect the environment, and resort B is very sustainable, it is doing this, it is recycling, it is this, but that is 15,000, this is 10,000. Who is going to pay? How many Indian clients are actually going to pay for it? And the reason why they don't pay for it is because as an industry, we have reduced sustainability to saying, put this card in the dining on the bathtub if you don't want your towel to be reduced. So we have made sustainability a joke, basically. The reason is, can anyone tell me the Kannada word for sustainability or a Hindi word for sustainability? Can anyone tell me? We have never even stopped to think. So you and me sitting on this panel and in this industry, for us, sustainability is a word that we throw around, and especially in discussions like this. But what really happens? Like, okay, Ranjini as a travel agent or a travel advisor is doing her bit to say, okay, fine, this is sustainable, this hotel is more sustainable. But until or unless we are taking this message to tier 2 city, to tier 3 city, somebody traveling from Mysore to Gokarna, okay, how much sustainability is he understanding? How does he know that this hotel made out of concrete in the middle of a jungle is something that I should not encourage? We don't have that education. I wouldn't even call it education, just awareness. Like if you go and ask I forget anyone else, my own father will not know. My mother will not know the difference. She will say, "Ha, that resort is very nice. Uska swimming pool bahut acha hai." Like, and then what? She doesn't know the difference of sustainability, and that is only because we've reduced this whole terminology to recycling, saving water. But what about the fact that you are going to a certain place because you like that food of that place, you like the culture of that place, you liked the way that architecture of those Goan houses is so beautiful, but then you want to go and make a modern hotel over there. So I think a lot of work needs to be done to really understand what sustainability is, and and this has to be like a movement from the entire industry to say, okay, no more are we going to just say recycle towel or don't wash my towel on my bed sheet. This is about, have I created jobs in that local community? Have I respected the environment in which I'm going, have, as a tourist as well as a hotel? So I sometimes feel, of course, I also feel like retiring and just doing this job and going and telling everybody, and I'm soon going to retire and do that as well. But I really feel bad, and I feel like all of us have to really, I don't know whether we do podcasts or we have to put it in the local newspapers, local as in local newspapers in the local languages, to say this is what sustainability means, this is how we have to look after our environment. That is pending from our side, I think.
Probably are the youngsters more aware about sustainability, and are they looking at it more than like our generation? I would say.
No, definitely. So I have to say that the younger people have their hearts in the right place. Okay, they are the ones. Yeah. Absolutely. And the younger people, I mean, I was making an Antarctica itinerary and my daughter is saying, why are you sending people to Antarctica? Don't you know that that place is so delicate right now? So, I mean, that's how they think. We are still more like brands and I want this and I want that. But the younger people the only saving grace on this planet is the younger people. We are all useless.
Yeah.
Much sorted.
Probably I'll ask Anu, like we are also starting small and we are also done as GReaT Hotels as a brand. Would you like to say some efforts that we are doing, and of course we have a long way to go. Few of the things that we have started.
I think when we speak about sustainability, we are one of the pioneer in the industry as of now. All our 22 hotels, GReaT Group is having 22 hotels, and all our 22 hotels are sustainable, with certified sustainability hotels. So right from the usage of the single-use plastics, in any of our hotels, we don't have single-use plastics. In every hotel, like including our small hotels also, we have the bottling unit. We never use the plastic bottles, the water bottles. It is the RO water which is used through the bottling plant. So even in our Radisson hotel, we use the same. And even if you see our menu, we also have the local purchase in our menu also. Some of the items might be from the local procurement, which is produced by the local farmers, or something which is based on the organic. We have implemented that in our menu. And there are certain things like 12 measures which we have to, sustainable practices which we have to be implemented, and that all 12 we are in compliance with all the 12, because the use of water, the use of electricity. For example, like in this hotel or in any of the GReaT hotels, if you see, every unit, like if kitchen is there, restaurant is there, front of us area there are washrooms, everywhere we have the meters, so that we know where is the excess water we are using. For example, if it is in kitchen or is it in guest rooms, so we have a proper control on all that. Wherever, like same with electricity also, whatever measures we can use, like all the LED lights we use. So whatever is possible in that, we test all that. And our CEO, Mr. Vikram Kota, has written a book, The Butterfly Effect, wherein our journey of sustainability is noted in that. So if you like, we have the book here in case if anybody want to get it also, we can give it to you. And all our hotels are certified also with sustainability. And we also do green meetings. We have also an agency wherein we do the carbon emission. Even we had our general managers meet. So in that each GMs, like from different 22 locations we were traveling. So we calculated the carbon emissions and how much each of us produce, and we also can reset it by planting the trees. We make it into zero. So that even we do with other corporates, and that is we are getting good appreciation also for that. And we do practice that. We also have the menu also based on that. So these are the practices what as a as a sustainable resorts we are doing. Uh,
Yeah, just to add to Anu, we are also having something called the Cato Club. So we are giving back to the customers who are actually looking into sustainability and their saving environment. So that's an instant gratification that we give. And also we look into inclusivity. So we do take from all walks of life, and that's another way that, of course, local produce. And also we have also started something small, but of course we all have a long way to go. And I'm sure if everybody does this, I'm sure we'll all contribute to a better environment tomorrow. Okay, now one more thing. Everybody's talking about AI, technology, it's going to change the industry. Jobs will be lost. How much do you think it's going to affect travel, or how much will it increase the experience of travelers today?
Yeah, I think today at morning, my brother and me, we were having, my brother he's in the tech industry. So he and both of us were having a discussion on this. And he was saying the earlier you adapt to it, the better. So it's going to take away quite a lot of our jobs. I mean, not literally our jobs, but I think a lot of jobs in the world. I mean, already you would have seen clients sending you chat GPT itineraries for us to work on. That's already done. So I think people, that's only one fraction of it. But then, so where we are going to embrace is, it's good in certain ways. That for the hotel industry, I'm sure she'll have a different take on it. In our industry, probably I think AI is going to be in terms of enabling people. That is, as a customer, probably they can speak to a chatbot and make itineraries and create and do the things in a way without a human interface. So I guess it's going to take away some part of the job, but not human values are respected. Even now, I would say that post-pandemic, a lot of customers who had gone on to the OTAs to book holidays have come back for a personal touch with a travel agent and sit across and plan their itineraries. While there is one element of that which has come back, but there is a series, you will find one level of people moving towards a technology-driven, focus-driven itinerary building and planning their own stuff. And the jobs, of course, I'm sure the jobs which are going to be taken by the AI.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, AI is here. It is here to stay. It is going to get better every day. Um, what you and I learned today in some, webinar is happening. You want, okay, I'll catch up with these 3, 4 things. Next week, that's obsolete and something new has come and something better has come. So I also feel like we have to work along with it. I think there's a lot of money to be made by just saying, I will cross-check your chat GPT itinerary and correct it for you. If you just keep doing that, you'll make a lot of money. But yeah, so chat GPT, I mean, AI, currently all the LLMs that you do, I think if you train them to do part of your repetitive work, it's very good as a thing that you can use. A lot of us in our office, we've been using it for creating client forward itineraries in the sense of presentations, where it just creates it out of the text that you write, or writing descriptions of tours and things like that. There's no need to sit and sort of redo it. A lot of content generation can happen, so that is happening. There will come a time when the simpler things will all get automated, like find me a hotel in Bangalore in this kind of a rate in this area and book it. Till the time and book it happens, we are all here and we have our jobs. The moment that and book it happens, and then everything goes as per plan, I think it will change, and it was changing so fast that I think by the time I finished speaking, more things would have changed. So it's just we're all trying to keep up with it, but yeah, it is changing quite a lot.
I think the AI will change, but the human touch will be always there, wherein the efficiency can improve. Like a check-in process can make a smooth, like an in-room check-in or by your mobile you can do a check-in. So some of the things can be more efficient. People don't want to wait for that. But I think wherever the human touch is needed, I think AI may not be replacing that, but can improve the efficiency of it.
Um, if you would like to change something tomorrow in travel for a better tomorrow, what are two things that you would look at? From a customer point of view or from your
Okay, I would really like to change superficial travel. It breaks my heart when people go to some place, travel to some place, just stay in a luxury hotel or a hotel, eat food which they could have eaten at home, and come back. Why did you travel? So it you had the money, okay, relaxation, okay, I understand, but the reasons to travel, if I could improve, I would improve. I would like to tell people, please go deeper into the destination, please meet the local people, and I would really like to change the fact that if somebody from Bangalore has gone to Mysore or Coorg or somewhere, the flow of economics should happen. If the flow of money is going to come back to Bangalore only, if you're employing Bangalore people only over there, the chef is also from Bangalore, the food also we took from Bangalore, then that cycling of economy hasn't happened, and if we haven't gone and positively impacted that destination. So if our travel or every travel, which is very too big to think, but if every travel could impact the destination positively, that I really wish I could change in some way.
I think, yeah, I echo with Loveleen's comments on that. Similarly, we seem to be having the same idea. So, but anyway, but one thing I think, other than that, I would also say that gastronomy experiences, for example. I mean, I can't understand why can't we stick to, for me, fusion is something, maybe I'm a home purist. So for me, I can't understand a Michelin star restaurant. So when we went to Novo and I was looking at it, where's the creation and where is the food? Sometimes I wouldn't want to name it, but it just came out. But it's sometimes that's something which I feel that people are paying a lot to go to a restaurant and just see food and not have something come out of it and feel happy about it, and you're paying an astronomical amount for it. And yes, as Loveleen said, I think that amounts to sustainability, right? You're using the local experiences and local talent of the place. That's what we all aim to do. That I mean, you should employ and you should have the local culture and local cuisine. That's what I always tell all our customers when they travel. I said, please experience and do not ask for Indian food. And any of our tours, I would say that local cuisine is what part of the itinerary. And I think if you go to a location and not experience the food, then you have not traveled at all, is what I would say. Thank you.
So for me, what I feel like what to be changed is like, um, I think today now we all depend on like booking in OTAs just for one night or 2 nights. It was like we have a planned itinerary, a fixed itinerary, wherein if it is a 7 nights from this place, this destination to the next, and it is a rigid itinerary. So if you check into a hotel, like your breakfast time in this morning 7 to 10 should come exactly at 7 o'clock, and before 10 you should follow a particular itinerary, and it is so rigid. I think that is the one thing which I would love to change.
I think I echo with that as well. I think one thing I want to change is people's idea of taking off one day at a time in one location. I think people should just put at least 3 days in one location before they move into another. You are not able to feel or at least experience the resort. Neither do half of the time people don't even stay in a resort. That's something, and you've paid a lot for that resort, and you're just going sightseeing, come back, and move on to the next one. So sometimes I feel that a resort should get its due by experiencing the resort as well.
I think we're running short of time. This can go on, and I'm sure. So, anybody would like to throw any questions to the panelists or anything that you would like to ask us?
Due to paucity of time, we'll take a couple of questions. In case, not only questions, even if you want to share any of your views, you're more than welcome. We're happy to hear that. If you can. Anyway, thank you so much for such a lovely and engaging conversation. As Shubhangi mentioned, we would have loved to carry it on longer, but a beautiful drinks and the food is waiting. Chefs are already giving me cues, so we'll not keep you back. But personally, there has been a lot of takeaways. Anu mentioned about rigid itineraries, so it's really I hate if I have to run at 10 a.m. to catch my last breakfast. So I think this is something, it's a tip to the hoteliers that we need to be a little flexible, and especially for holidays. And can't agree more. Ranjini, you mentioned about trying authentic. Why should I be looking for Indian food if I'm in Japan? And you should try and embrace the local food, the local culture. And I think that's where you can play a role in curating itineraries which exposes our travelers to all these places. And Indians are extremely experimental these days. So that's what I see. And thank you. We have taken a tip, Loveleen, from you. We're going to have gram butlers soon in our hotels, because increasingly people are planning Instagrammable holidays. So why not having the gram butlers? I think this is a great takeaway personally from me, Shubhangi. We have added to our list. And I have a take on the AI. I am an avid traveler, and like everybody else, the AI bug has bit me as well. So I have also seen itineraries, what can be. But for my forthcoming holidays, while I did ask AI to plan the itineraries, but I realized that I still need an expert traveler's, feedback to finally make it sense, or to vet the itinerary. So I don't think the travel advisor is going away anytime soon. While AI should be used as an enabler, but I think you are going to be in business for long. So so absolutely. And so once again, thank you all for coming on time and taking part in this conversation. And thank you so much for actively contributing to this lovely evening. We have one last question.
Good evening, my name is Sharma, I'm a practitioner. One input to GReaT hotels: when you are initiating, there are a lot of initiatives you are taking, like sustainability. The one point I would like to suggest, the 10 o'clock breakfast time is getting over. That is absolutely not meant for the leisure or leisure travelers. So this is something which you need to keep it in mind, and that is one. And number two, and the check-in check-out times. So we're not coming into a business property, and the tourists are going to be as a destination. And if you look at postcard hotels, just to give an example, they don't have a timing. So 24 hours you can do check and check out. And there is no fixed breakfast timings. And this is something which is the need of the hour. You guys have to understand this, and I don't think today's customers, they don't mind paying very good more for that. And because I might come by 5 o'clock in the evening, or if you ask me to check out by 11 o'clock in the morning, it's not going to happen. So this is an important point you should consider. I think you are not going to find anyway. Postcard is already there. At least you can join the line. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this lovely feedback. So we're going to take it back. We call it an evening, but before that, we would like to call our senior general manager Uma to come on the stage and give a token of appreciation to our beautiful speakers.
Ma'am, this side, ma'am.
We have to close.
Ma'am, please come forward. Look here, ma'am.
We have also two of our general managers from our GReaT hotels. They have come here to join this evening. Most of you have already met. Arun is our general manager from the GReaT Kodaikanal. So we would request Arun to come to the stage and recognize Ranjini for her contribution this evening. So can we have Senthil? Senthil is our general manager from the GReaT Yatra. So we request Senthil to recognize Anu. Okay, so we'll request Senthil to give it to Shubhangi as well. So all three of you wanted to lecture the ones, right? Okay, we'll see. Yeah. We will take Now, for the very last time, I would like to give the mic to Shubhangi to give a vote of thanks to all of you and welcome you all for the dinner and the dinners which is waiting for us.
Thank you everyone for being here, and I think it was a very nice evening and we had some great conversations. I'd like to thank Loveleen and Ranjini to have accepted this invite at a very short notice. Thank you to my general managers for coming here, Sendil and Arun, and of course Uma and Shinoj to have put all this together, and GReaT, of course, he was the driver of the entire evening, the setup and all of that. Thank you so much. And both my sales team boys, both of them, I think they've also tried to bring in as many contacts as they could. So thank you so much. I think I haven't missed anybody. And the entire team of Radisson for putting this evening together. Thank you so much, and let's have a great evening.
I have to tell you a small trivia. 30 years ago, I joined the hotel industry. I joined as a front office person.